This is a bat that is infected with white nose syndrome, and the causative agent of white nose syndrome is a fungal pathogen called Pseudogymnoascus destructans. And this fungal pathogen has a very interesting story. Unfortunately, it is absolutely decimating North American bat species, and this is leading to all sorts of problems regarding bat conservation. And there are, of course, going to be residual effects of that. Specifically, bats are responsible for eating tens of thousands of insects a night, and this decreases the amount of pesticides used in agriculture in the North American agricultural system. What's interesting is that the outbreak of this fungus in the United States originated in a cave system in Albany, New York, and it started infecting bats in the Northeast and spreading very rapidly. The way this fungus works and infects these bats is as follows. This is a psychrophilic fungus, which means it thrives in cold temperatures, and those cold temperatures match pretty closely to what the temperatures are in bat caves, in bat hibernacula. So these spores thrive in soil, they thrive in guano that the bats produce, the waste that the bats produce in their cave systems, and they thrive in the walls of the bat hibernacula. So they can persist and survive without a bat host if necessary. However, they are more than capable of infecting live bats as a host, and do so very often, to the point that in some North American bat species, there have been reductions in population of about 70 to 75%. The way that this pathogen infects, interestingly, this pathogen doesn't kill bats directly. What it does is it manages to infect bats during their hibernation period, and during this hibernation period, the bats are subsisting on extremely small amounts of fat reserves, energy reserves, and the fungus causes irritation. It infects the soft tissue, it infects the wings, and particularly the nose, and that's why it's called white nose syndrome. When these fungal spores infect the soft tissue of a bat wing or a bat nose and proliferate and begin to spread, and as you can see here, you have the mycelia on the nose, it disturbs the bat's sleep cycles, and they wake up, and the tiny amount of energy that they have stored to allow them to survive through the hibernation period is then used up, because the metabolism that it takes simply to wake up consumes that energy reserve, and then because of that, the bats essentially die from